so hopefully we get a few people coming in. And today's going to be another fried rice production line. I've got some water heating on. I'm out of coffee at the moment, just the last of this, and so I'll just put some tea on once this water's boiling. So just here waiting to see who's going to come in. And of course I'm going to be making an Indonesian fried rice, Nasi Goreng Ikan Bilis, which is actually dried salted fish, and I have here dried anchovy. I don't know if I can hold that up and show you that. And for those coming in, please do smash the thumbs up, and that helps my channel out. And I hope that there's been a few of you who watched my premiere yesterday, a sleep and relax video. So hopefully you saw that one. It would be really brilliant if you did, but if you didn't, I'd love to see you watch it and drop a nice comment or what have you, but we'll see what happens. Oh, Unpaved Explorer, hi there John, great to see you. And I'm just waiting on this thing to start up here and see who's coming in. So we've got John here, great to see you, and thanks so much for dropping by. We're going to get ready to start here soon. A fried rice production line. And just got this water here heating up for my tea, and then of course we'll start cooking once that's sort of done. So oh, what are we making today? We're making an Indonesian fried rice, a fish fried rice, Nasi Goreng Ikan Bilis, and of course not just the dried anchovy. I have here some tuna flakes, tuna fish chunks in sunflower oil, and I'm actually going to use the sunflower oil it's in with the tuna fish to fry with, as you know, I don't want to waste it. And of course if I buy tuna fish, I generally will buy the one with the vegetable oil, because you could use that instead of, you know, the spring water or the brine that's pretty much useless. So just opening this, and I need a better tin opener. But anyways, this one will do the job. And I'll just sort of sit it upside down in my wok, just so the oil can drain out and that I can reuse it. And yeah, this can opener is really a bloody shocker. I need to get a new can opener. You know, it's one of those old style ones. I should go and buy a new one, but I haven't sort of got round to doing it. So I'm just going to sit this down and drain it out without getting a greasy mess everywhere. Oh, that's rather a lot of oil, but anyways, never mind about that. I've got oil on my fingers. I'll just go and wash my hands off, and I'll be back. And we've got a cool frosty morning here at the moment. At the moment it's 34 degrees Fahrenheit, so got the heaty on and everything, and I should open some windows and the door just to you know, get some air circulating when I start frying and chopping onions. So my water's just starting to simmer, so I'll just put my tea bags in so we can start to brew. And then I'm going to start chopping up some onions. Because I'll fry them off first, and oh, I better get my chili peppers out too. I want some of those. Well, I want plenty of those. You know, because an Indonesian fried rice is supposed to be spicy, so I better grab those. You know, half the time I'm not fully organised. And I've got some frozen here. I'd picked a lot of the last ones off my chili bush before I pruned it. So, you know, I've got a good amount of those that I'll want. Get a real good amount of those, and then I'll start peeling my onions and whatnot, and these can defrost a little bit. Of course, I've got some green ones, some red ones. I might grab about 10 of those. And I guess if it's not really spicy enough, I can always grab some more later. And of course, I remind everybody, please smash that thumbs up, as I always do with more of those. But I'll just start chopping everything up, and all my tea's boiling here, so I can turn that off and let the stove cool down a little bit, because I want it to fry with in a sec. And I should really message Jocelyn and say I'm live and get a few messages out, because I'd love to see quite a few people coming in here, but I guess what will happen will happen. So I'll just turn that off and let this stove cool down, that I can move it. Set that cup aside, because this table is a real shocker. When you start to cut things up, everything starts to rock and move around, and it's apt to tip things off. So I have here, it's about 2 pounds of brown onions. So I'm just going to roughly peel those off. And I'll keep the best of the peelings, not the roots of course, because I'm wanting to make some chicken bone broth in the next week. And of course, you know, these bits of onion that comes off can go into the stock pot and boil down also to make my broth. And I'm just going to cut these up roughly into wedges. And I'll put them with my oil in the wok here. Rather a lot of oil, but anyways, once I start frying up the rice and things, it should all take up. And the eggs and everything. I'll just drop a message to Jocelyn, and I'll hope for life walk. It'd be great if she did come on, but she may be busy. Maybe busy. I guess we'll see. And I hope Gail can come on. She's got a challenge or a collaboration coming up. Her fall challenge, and I've decided to go in it. I've got to think up what prizes I'll provide. I hope she can come on, and if she could speak about it, I could sort of talk more about what all is in there. And I think I've got to make a video during the week. I've got to get a video up for her, 3 to 5 minutes in length, between the 1st and the 5th of August, I believe. So I hope she can come on and explain some of it, you know, in the chat. Because it'd be a great way just to get the explanation out. But I guess we'll just see what happens there, and if she can't come on, she can't come on. She might be busy. I guess we'll see. So who do we have here with us at the moment? So I better continue peeling my onions and chopping them up. It's always a bit of a fun chore, isn't it, onions? And of course I say fun in jest, often a bit of a teary job actually. For most of us, although I've heard professional chefs say, and professional cooks that are cooking onions sort of heaps and heaps every day, that it no longer affects them so much, that they get used to it. So that's interesting. But anyways, continuing just to roughly put these into wedges. I mean, you could cut your onions as fine as you like, but it's always a bit easier if you wedge them up, I feel. And plus, you know, less chance of getting tears. And especially when you've got a heap of them to process. We all know how teary you can get with onions. I think, oh, what a good cry. I know you're probably all having a giggle at that. And you probably know all too well what I'm talking about. I forgot to get garlic, and I've only got a little bit of garlic powder, so it's unfortunate, but it's what it is. Generally I like a heap of garlic in this one, but I haven't got it, so I just have to do without it. So it'll be just the barest sprinkle of garlic. But it is what it is, I guess. And I know a few people did come back and watch my my fried rice last week after the event, and enjoyed it. So I'm wanting fried rice again, and Indonesian fried rice. So I thought, well, I'll do another fried rice cook up. They're often a bit difficult to peel, these onions. Everything seems to stick. And yeah, 34 degrees certainly does feel quite chilly in here. So just waiting on the heater just to take some of the chill off, and especially with me opening the window like this doesn't really help things, but anyways, never mind. It's all the fun of it, isn't it? I'll rinse this cup off and get ready to put some tea into that. Because I'm definitely needing a hot drink as I go about my jobs here. And once again, I had a big cook up of rice, using basmati rice again. I cooked it yesterday. Basmati rice is a bit easier to work with when you're making a fried rice, although I do feel that your Thai jasmine rice does taste a lot nicer. But anyways, never mind about that. I just got myself a cup of tea here, and I'll just put some coffee mate in that, and some fake sugar, because I certainly want to sweeten it up a bit. So I always say I'm a sour old bitch, so I need to sweeten things up, and of course, you know, that gives you all a giggle. Give that a stir in, and I'll get some coffee mate and stir that in. And then we'll continue on processing our onions, and then we'll go on to our chili peppers. And hopefully we get a heap of people coming in here, because it'd be nice to get a heap of views and whatnot. And of course, reminding everybody, if you haven't already, please smash the thumbs up. But anyways, I'll go back to chopping up the rest of these onions, because they're not going to peel and chop up themselves. It would make life easy if they did, wouldn't it? So if you've come in, please do say hello, and please do smash that thumbs up. Oh, these skins are sticky on these onions this morning. But I want a real good amount of onion, and especially since I'm lacking my garlic. And I did have some growing, and the possums came and killed it. It's a real problem here, the possums are. you know, I can't, when I try and get some figs off the fruit tree or try and grow tomatoes, I just can't keep the bloody possums out of it. And of course in this country I can't just go and pew pew and they're gone sort of thing. Unfortunately they're protected. And you know, there's just too many of them is the problem. They need to have a bit of a clean out. But you know, sadly that ain't gonna happen. The government in their wisdom won't let people do that. So we're stuck with the possums, I'm afraid. Until I move to the States. I know you have possums there, but I don't believe they're a pest like the possums here. And I've even heard that the possums in the States eat ticks and all sorts of things, so that's quite a benefit. Whereas the possums here only eat like fruit and flowers and that sort of stuff. So, you know, they give, you know, your fruit trees a pretty hard time, and your tomatoes and your vegetables and all that a pretty hard time. I always wonder what they eat when there's no fruit. They must eat like flowers and leaves and things. But anyway, so I'm continuing on to with chopping up my onions. And I remind everybody, Lisa has her live stream, I believe it's on, in about 2 hours time. Lisa of Yogi Hollow Farm, I think she's still having her live. I know Eleanor, her Cooney sow, just had her babies during the week. She had 5 piglets, so that's really, really brilliant. And she's expecting Fiona, her other sow, to, I think, to have her babies in about a week and a half's time. So, all fingers crossed there that everything goes well with Fiona now too. And I've seen a few posts on Lisa's Facebook and Instagram saying that Eleanor's a really good mum, so that's really brilliant and nice to hear that. I have here my chili peppers. I'm just going to cut them up, I don't know, roughly, but I'll leave them on this board until I want to cook them in. They don't need to cook in immediately. And then I'll have to go and wash my hands after chopping up chili peppers. Otherwise I might rub my eye or something and I'll really know about it. I'm sure we've probably all done silly things like that before and paid the price. Probably giving everybody a giggle. And I know you're probably giggling, remembering what it's like. And I should open the door too to get a bit of a cross breeze going when I start frying the onions and the chili peppers. And I'll have to go and get a big tray just to put my rice into as I fry it for my fried rice production line. You're probably all having a giggle at that. It really is a bit of a production line when you're doing a big amount of fried rice. So I'll have to get that and get the rice out of the refrigerator and oh, I better get this lid off too of the tuna fish because yeah, I won't be needing that. Get rid of this waste here from the onions. I hope this is nice tuna fish I've got. Sometimes you buy it and it's a bit dry. But it's the Aldi brand, so I hope it's okay. I guess we'll see about that. I better get my dish for putting fried rice into. Oh, my nose is dripping. At you know, 34 degrees, that's to be expected. So just getting my large dish here to put my fried rice into. As I fry things up. So bear with me as I set everything up here. Got my cup. Just put this here because I want it. Because we'll get things frying away here in a minute. And of course I want my pork. What else will come? Some pepper, umami, and a soy sauce. And of course we'll want the spatula. The liquor. And we'll just start frying things off here. I know that I've forgotten something. Oh, soy sauce. And of course, dark soy sauce, I don't want that. I want light soy sauce. And now thinking, now where the devil have I put my light soy sauce? Because I don't want the dark one, I want the light one. I think I put it back further here. Yep, here it is. And I want a fork. Or a spoon will do. And I better open this door. Get a bit of a cross breeze going, and otherwise I'll get inundated by onion pubes, which would make you all giggle. So just setting this to about a medium flame, and I'll get things frying away. And I better go and grab my rice too. And so I want that to fry with, and my eggs. So a big container of rice that I cooked yesterday. And just fluffing that up a bit more. It's always best if you do it with day-old rice. And at the least, if you're going to cook the rice on the day, make sure you can cool it off. Otherwise, you know, your fried rice is sort of apt to go a bit soggy, which is not ideal. Eggs. I don't know, I'll probably put about 6 or 8 of these in. I'll go and get my waste container again too. As I want to put the eggs in, the eggshells into that. Or actually, you can go into this empty tea bag box, the eggshell. I don't know how much gas I've got left in the canister either, so I might have to put another one of those in. Oh dear, that's rather a lot of oil here. But, once I fry the eggs up, that'll sort of take up a bit. I was hoping this heater might warm this room up a bit too. That's the trouble with butane. Once it's a bit cold, it doesn't really perform that well. Oh, the can's not frozen, so it might be okay. But the can might be getting a bit empty too. So I might have to go and find another can in a minute and put that in and, you know, get some heat sort of cranking along here. But I sort of want to empty this can out completely before I put a new one in. If possible. But I might have to put a new one in sort of earlier and then just sort of use, you know, half a can up later. So yeah, who do we have here at the moment? I'd love to see a few people come in and say hello. Yeah, this can's cold, but it's not iced. I put my warm hand on the gas canister. It might sort of warm it up a bit and make the gas sort of fly out a bit more. Yeah, it does seem to be working because I do want to empty things out completely. I'll just go and get the other gas canisters too, just to have them on hand. And of course, they can go, where the chickens have I put those? I hope I remember to get them. Otherwise we'll be in trouble. I'm sure I bought gas the other day. I'm now thinking, where did I put those cans? I know I bought it. You were giggling at me if they're oh, I'm missing. Oh, here they are. Yeah, I knew that I had some. I put way too much oil here with these onions. So I'm going to have to just scoop the onions out of here instead of just pouring them out. Just so that I can leave the oil in behind and use it to fry up my eggs. Because of course, you know, it'll all soak in and take up with the eggs. So all good there. And once it sort of takes up a bit, and we'll get a bit of heat into this, I can chuck in the chili peppers and the tuna fish and just warm the tuna fish through and fry the chili peppers off, and we'll be looking pretty good. I want to go and heat up another cupful of this tea yet. A hot drink like this is certainly much needed. just rinse this cup out, and then a bit later on I'll make another cup full, or warm another cup full up. And I might even have to just change this can, I think. It really needs more heat. I mean, if it was warmer in here, it'd probably, the gas would shoot out quite nicely, but it's a little bit chilly in here, so it's sort of stopping the gas from shooting out, so I might just get another can in there. Well, there's only very little left here. So I'll use it sort of another day when I'm sort of making another cup of tea, just to use the rest of it. And hopefully the gas should start really shooting out and get a bit of heat into things. With the new canister going in. But yeah, butane doesn't perform as well as propane, and especially if the weather's a bit chilly. But of course, you know, butane's a lot cheaper, and if I could get those big canisters with propane instead of butane, that would be brilliant, as I'd much prefer that. Oh yeah, all of a sudden, put that flame on full, and it's sizzling now with the new. Oh, these are very greasy, but that'll be fine, because I'll fry them again a bit later on once I've sort of fried all the rice off. A little bit more greasy than what I would have liked it, but anyway, never mind. Put that window open more so things can blow out. I'll get my dried fish too, because I want those dried anchovies. Quite a popular Asian ingredient, dried fish or dried anchovies. Oh, this is steaming, but there's a little bit of, you know, moisture that come out of the tuna fish, and that's just evaporating off as we've got a bit of heat in the thing. And I'll just put my chili peppers in also. Since things are starting to fry off here a bit, I'll let them just fry off a little. off this heat a bit. Well, I'll turn it off and I'll get this out. Well, I think it might be easy just to scoop it out, I think. And then we'll start. Oh, I got there next. Batch of things. Let's see if I can leave the oil behind here. Or as much of it as possible. Because I don't want to be adding extra oil if I can help it. Oh, a few onions here in the bottom, that doesn't matter. I just want to fry up these anchovies now, and the tuna fish, and then I might just add the onions back in. Because these dried fish will take up a lot of the excess oil. And just in with my tuna fish chunks. I just really want to heat things through a bit. I'll just shove these onions back on top because a lot of grease come out with them, so might as well go into the dried fish. And then once I've got the heat through everything, I'm going to add some rice and just start, you know, batch by batch here. And I'll probably do it, you know, like in about thirds, because I've got such a big amount of rice. It was 2.2 pounds of rice, 2 pounds of rice when I cooked it dry. So, you know, once it's cooked, I'm not sure what that translates to, but it's rather a lot of rice. But I'm going to have lots and lots and lots of leftovers. And actually I'll take some to lunch tomorrow for church to share with everybody. So, that's all good there. I'll just get some heat into this, and I'll just get some rice out and just start . And once I've cooked all the 3 batches, I'll actually put things back onto the heat just to properly combine everything. And of course, you know, this rice will take up some of the excess oil. I should have really poured it off into another container instead of the wok. I just sort of want to char the rice a little bit here. Or at least warm it through. And I'll just have a taste test. I'm sure I'll have to boost it up a bit. I'm going to add a teaspoon of umami to this. So I'll turn this down. I think I can scoop this out and then start on my next batch. Oh, this is so heavy when I fill it up. It does get rather heavy, and it gets a bit heavy for me. Nice full of rice. Just scraping off these bits here. And I'll get some oil because I want it for my eggs. I'm going to fry off my eggs. I'd sort of turn things on just yet. Who do we have here with it? I don't know if we've got a lot of viewers here today, but anyways, never mind. I would love a lot more viewers, but it is what it is. I hate these things. They put these little pull tabs in your oil and they're so hard to get out. So I'm just going with about 2 tablespoons of that. Hopefully that should be enough. And I'll just get this on. I'm not going to put it on such a high temp. And I'll just put my eggs in and Of course I want another lot of rice to go in with that. I don't know, I'll go with about 6 eggs, I think. And I'll sort of fry them off till they're sort of set, and then I'll put some rice in, and you know, the rice can sort of set right in with the still half cooked egg. Oh, they say these eggs are free range. Well, they're very pale yolks for free range. I miss the good, really yellow yolks of farm eggs, to tell you the truth. But you know, unfortunately, it is what it is. So I'll put these eggs aside. Wash my hands again because I've got egg stuff all over. I'll leave that there because I'll have some empty spice containers. But I'll get rid of everything else, and I should pour my umami into a jar since I've got it open now. Get rid of the empty can and everything here. Oh, there's another ingredient that I didn't get out earlier. I've got some Aldi German style smoked sausage. And of course, you know, smoked sausage is often big in and much used in Indonesian fried rice. So I will include that in. Get this umami out into a jar, just so that we don't sort of get it spill out of this container and go everywhere. That'd be sort of the last thing I want. And this stuff's going up in price too. Well, there's about 2 or 3 teaspoons left there. My jar's nearly full, so I'll keep this here and use that. Oh, my flame blew out. I'll just put this down low because I want the eggs just to slowly, because I'll have to go and visit the bathroom. And I put my laundry on earlier today too, so I'll just go and check if that's done. And if the machine didn't sort of stop, because it sort of gets unbalanced at times, I'll pull it out and be ready to hang it out in a bit. And then once I'm back here, I'll crank this up and really fry those eggs up. I'll get those eggs frying up properly. I can turn this heater off too, I think. Well, this is smoking here, rice and stuff on the outside here. And I'll just season these eggs up a bit. About half a teaspoon of umami. Sprinkle full of pepper on top of that. And I should get my salt, although most of my salt will come from the light soy sauce, so I'm only going to season these eggs up. And just scramble them up a little bit. Just want them to semi-solidify. And I'll put in another third of my rice, or thereabouts. heat up a bit now that I've got the rice in. And I'll deglaze things with a bit of soy sauce here. And then if this batch is rather salty, I'll just add a little bit less in the next batch. I'll just have a taste test of that. Oh, we've got a wind blowing here across the plane that doesn't help things. A good sprinkle of pepper. And I've got here a couple of these Rachik Bumbu Nasi Goreng flavouring sachets. So I'm just going to put one in with this batch. Indo Foods brand, and does contain a bit of turmeric by the look of things. And about another teaspoon of umami. I'm really just frying things off here that the rice will separate, and I'll have a taste test for that. It might be over the top, but then the first batch was fairly plain. No, actually it's not over the top. It said that one was spicy, but it's not really that spicy. Anyways, I'll turn this off and get the that batch out. And we should really process up my sausages as well. I should have been better prepared and had everything sort of ready to go. But anyways, never mind. Just mix those through a little bit. And they'll go back into the wok sort of once I've got my last batch of rice in and done, and you know, everything done, and then heat that through again, and we'll be looking pretty good. And these are Aldi smoked German sausages. So hopefully things taste pretty good with those. I've never used the Aldi ones in fried rice, although I'd often have them for not hamburgers, hot dogs, and they're quite nice hot dogs. So they sort of have a nice flavour. So they should be brilliant for that. So I'll just cut these up, and I'll cut them up on a nice angle, just so they look pretty in the fried rice. And I'm cutting them up, I don't know, about 1/4 inch on an angle like that. Come and show you. Like that. And I'll get that cut up, and then some oil into this, and things frying up. And then we'll be ready for a taste test here, which should be interesting. And I wish I had some sambal I'd put in, but I need to make some more sambal again. Whether you'd like a live stream for sambal again, maybe the week after next week. You know, we'll see what happens there with that. But just cutting these up on an angle, just because they look pretty. Probably all having a giggle at me at that. Well, the sun's certainly coming out and looking nice out there, so hopefully it'll warm up a little bit. Although I know a lot of you have had some really crazy hot weather. Oh, Wild Edibles. Hi there, Wild. Great to see you. Yeah, I'm making a fried rice, and it's a fried rice production line today. Because I'm making a real big amount. And I should have had everything cut up at the start and more organised, but I decided I'd get cooking. Guess you all know how that is. Get some of the rice off here, and bit more oil. And I'll put the heat on and start cooking away on that. And of course, looking to see where have I got my sesame oil, because I might just put some of that in too. Just gives a nice flavour. Yeah, fried rice is yummy wild, yes, for sure. So just in with my sausage, then we're just going to fry those off. And I've got some German style smoked sausage that I'm putting in. Oh yes, the grocery store, yes, you're tired and broke, yes, I know exactly what you mean. The grocery stores are absolutely ridiculous. And yes, when you get back, you are broke. So I just really want to heat this sausage through and just, you know, get a bit of flavour out of it. Oh wow, yeah, that happens. Going to the grocery store can sort of make you flustered and okay, these are fried through nice, so I'll just put my rice in and the remainder of my rice, and I'll fry that off, and then I'll put in the last batches. And heat everything through, and then I've got this basmati rice from Coles, and it's not as nice as the one from Aldi. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess you could say. I'll just get a bit of soy sauce into this. Oh, wow, that sounds awesome, yeah. Our farmer friend, yes. Sounds wonderful. I'll just get the rest of this rice in and get it heating through. Oh, that's rather a lot, isn't it? But I really more just to heat things through and get the final ingredients in, and it will be ready for a taste test. Oh, I've got this final one to put in, and another teaspoon of umami. And so this one, it's got tuna fish, chunks, dried anchovies, which comes from the Asian supermarket. A couple of these Rachik Bumbu Nasi Goreng, which is Indo Foods brand. Some pepper, some light soy sauce, some smoked sausage, eggs, onions. I would put some garlic in, but I didn't have any garlic. That doesn't matter. Otherwise I would have put some in. I'm going to, I've got some white pepper. I will put in some sesame oil. I'd cook these up in this rice up in 3 batches, and batches just as they come. And now just heating things through again fully, and add my last ingredient. Give it another shake of pepper because I might just have a taste test. And oh yes, I wish you could toss me some, yeah, wild, it'd be great, wouldn't it? Yeah, want some of that. But I'm sort of just incorporating everything now and mixing everything through because, you know, the batches sort of come as they come. So, you know, it's not 3, you know, uniform batches. You know, each one tastes a bit different because different things get fried up at the at the time, but then at the end when I mix everything together, and about a teaspoon of sesame oil, and that'll be heaps. And I'll mix that through and we'll turn things off and get ready for a taste test. And yes, it actually tasted really good. Oh, we've been going an hour and 26. I see, so oh, Ghost Pinky's Kitchen. Hi there, Ghost Pinky. Great to see you. Yeah, today when I started, it was 34 degrees Fahrenheit. But I started in here. But I think we can turn things off here now and get ready for a taste test. Of course, things will have to cool down a bit. Oh, cooking eggs outside in heat video, 101 degrees. Wow. Yeah, that's too hot for me, Ghost. I start to melt when it's 80, 85 degrees Fahrenheit. I start to melt. So I'm living in quite the wrong location for sure, because this country gets ridiculously hot. So not living in the right location at all. And the whole country gets hot at summer. It's not like the states where, Maine and some of your northern states don't get particularly hot. No, the whole country gets over hot. Because there's such a large stinking big desert in the middle of the country, and it's such a big hot desert, and the prevailing winds will blow across that and blow all the heat from there right across the whole country, and it's not very good. And especially not very good for those of us who hate the heat. Oh yes, your sun is still going down. Well, it's down but still a bit light. Yeah, you probably have, a good 30 or 40 minutes of twilight after your sun's gone down and up, and before it comes up, sort of thing. Not like when I lived at the tropics, sort of once the sun went down, it got dark very, very quickly. But of course, the lower latitudes, I found that you get more twilight and it lasts longer, your twilight. I should have really cooked an egg to put on top of this, but it's not going to happen today, I'm afraid. Arielle blur. But, it certainly does look good what we've got here. I know the traditional in Indonesia is your fried rice. You would always serve a fried egg, sunny side up fried egg on top of it. And of course, you know, absolutely delicious and brilliant like that. It's not going to happen today, I'm afraid. I've got to get out and make another video too. Maybe I'll get out later today or tomorrow afternoon after church. I'm just thinking when to do it. To get another ASMR outside. But I'll get some of this served up and we'll have a taste test. I've got dried anchovies, canned tuna fish, onions, eggs, basmati rice, chili peppers, Indonesian seasoning, umami, light soy sauce, onions, did I say that? Smoked sausage. So just putting it up here and showing you that, what it looks like. I hope you can see. And of course we'll have a bit of a taste test and who do we have here today? At the moment, Wild Edibles, Ghost Pinky, we did have John Coffey of Unpaved Explorer here earlier, probably one or two lurking. We probably all got busy things to do, so you know, one or two lurking. So thank you to those who watch. But we should have a taste test and just see what this is like. Oh yeah, absolutely delicious. And of course, you know, your dried anchovies are pretty cheap too. I probably got like a cup of those. In the packet, and they cost $2, $2.50 for a cup of those. And of course, you know, a cup of those does go a long way. But you know, it's cost about this one, it's cost about $15 to make, and it would serve 10 to 15 people easily. You know, I've got the big wok absolutely full. So of course I'm going to have a lot to put up as leftovers. And of course I'll be bringing a lot to lunch tomorrow, potluck with church, so all good there. I did mention I put smoked sausage in this, didn't I? But yeah, absolutely brilliant and delicious. So we're going to go about 10 more minutes, and then we will cut things off and call it a day. Give everybody a chance just to say hello and all that. Make it a you know, an hour and 3/4 live. And I hadn't made this for a while, and I do like it. So you know, definitely time to make a dried fish fried rice. And of course, in Indonesian, this is called Nasi Goreng Ikan Bilis. Nasi Goreng, rice fried. Ikan Bilis means ikan is fish, and bilis is your dried salted fish. But yeah, absolutely brilliant and absolutely delicious. So we'll go another 5 minutes, give everybody a chance to say hello, goodbye, and maybe a couple more people slip in to say hello, and then we'll cut things off and call it a day here. And I definitely have to go and hang my laundry out. And of course put everything up to keep another day. Oh, I should plug this thing in too. I forgot to plug it in. Oh, my nose is dripping. It is a little bit spicy, this, but it's really delicious. And I remind everybody, if you haven't already done so, please smash the thumbs up, as I certainly need some more of those. So yeah, just waiting for everybody to say hello, goodbye, and then we'll cut it off here. Oh wow, Ghost Pinky, that sounds interesting. Oh, ramen, yeah, that's interesting. Usually I'd use like thick egg noodles for that sort of dish. So yeah, interesting with ramen. Ramen I'll use to make like mee goreng or something like that. Fried noodle. Quite similar to a fried rice sort of recipe. Anyways, I guess we should end things here. I'll have to put this up and pack up and wash up and all these jobs to do now. So I'm going to thank everybody who's come along here and take care. And God bless. I might be back Sunday morning for a live, I think. Anyways, we'll see you later. And God bless you all. Bye-bye.